Within this video, we're going to discuss the display settings within Fusion 360. So over here on the bottom, we're going to see we have display settings. The first one will be visual style. And by default, this will be shaded. So we see the hotkeys over here, Control 4. We can also go for shaded with hidden lines, which will look as following. Keep in mind that this model was created with generative AI, so this is a dense mesh in this case. We can also display the following with visible edges only. We can also show the wireframe, but again, since this is not a CAD model, the wireframe will look as following. But take a look over here at various other elements and how those CAD models will look. So keep in mind that those have all been converted from a mesh because the usual wireframe of a model within CAD will look differently. We also have wireframe with hidden lines, which will show in this case even more. And we can also show those visible edges only, which in this case will look as following. So the generative AI car created with Viscom looks similar to a hand sketch in this case. By default, this will be set to shaded. And if you are working, you will maybe want to also show those visible edges so you can better select. After that, we have the environment. Now, by default, this was set to photo booth, but you can also change this to themed, and that will actually see the theme of Fusion. In this case, I have this set to the default white. We can also change this to a different environment. For example, we have the dark sky, we have the gray room, and this is actually the HDR environment that will be within the background. And we're going to see those highlights on top of the models depending on the environment. This will be the infinity pool, and this will be the river Rubicon, which will look as following. So again, by default, I like to keep this within photo booth, and this will give me a white background that is quite well balanced. We have over here the graphic presets. So depending on the specification, you can go for performance. This will give you the best visualization, as you can see. If you have a lower graphic card, you can go to quality. So in this case, or you can go to custom. You're going to see within custom, some of the shadows will be cut down. So if you have a lower end PC, I would recommend to go within custom. After that, we're going to have the effect. So we're going to have the environmental dome that I discussed previously within the environment. If I'm going to change this, that will not be visible. So if I'm going to zoom out, we're going to see that the dome will still not be visible. But we can also do some other changes over here. So we have the ground shadows, which in this case will be as following. Keep in mind that this is a mesh, so the shadow will look like this. So we can also have that ground with reflection. And we can also have that additional object shadow. So you're going to see the difference between ground. We'll only add that to the ground, but if I will enable object shadow, since I have over here additional elements, those will also cast additional shadows within this mesh. We can also go over here within object visibility, and we can easily hide planes, joints, and sketches over here. For example, by default, I have the origin like this, so not enabled. And if I want to, I can just change the visibility. I don't want to see the axis. We're going to see those axes will now no longer be visible. Or we can hide those planes. Or we can hide the origin. So all of those three elements will be linked to the origin, but you can also do user work, plane, axis, and points. These are the ones that we're going to create within the file. Sketches. And over here also, if you're going to add additional coordinate system besides the origin, you can quickly hide and show those. And also we're going to have the joints if you're going to work within an assembly. We're going to have the camera. So by default, this will be set to orthographic, but we can also change it to perspective. And we're going to see how that will change the overall camera field of view. So this is now currently set to perspective. This is closer to how we people see this kind of 3D models, but this will be the orthographic view. And as you can see within the orthographic view, the back of the car will look to appear a lot larger. And we can also go with perspective with ortho faces, which will be like this. So we're gonna see that the front of the car will be larger in this case. So that will actually overlap in this case the perspective view, as we can see. And now we can also do over here a ground plane offset. In this case, this is set to adaptive. We can also go within full screen, so Ctrl Shift F. This will actually take us within full screen. So this is a really nice working mode if you just want to go and have Fusion full screen, especially if you're going to do some screen recording and other activities. Other than that, I would recommend to have that disabled because it will be a lot easier to work with it like this. Okay, so otherwise you can have that disabled. Okay, so this was an overview regarding the settings used for visualization. As we see, these are quite similar to the ones from other CAD solutions like Autodesk and CATIA. So you're going to find additional videos both regarding Fusion and also regarding other CAD solutions on my channel. So I hope you enjoy this kind of content. You're going to find a similar video over here on the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.